Okay, here we go. They're going to run it up to the line, it looks like. Okay, off we go for the start of the IndyCar Round 3 race here at Sonoma Raceway. Up into turn 1, Sato. He's doing a good job here, making it clean. Oh, and we've got a couple out. Commander Jim straight outside, and he has lost his rear wheel. That looks like that's going to be an early safety car. They still race to the line though, so they will go to the line. A single car incident will be able to call for a safety car, but will he get this to the pit lane? There's a lot of uphill undulations here of this circuit. There's Duck Racing 40. Geological Sports has done a great start there up into 3rd position. Got a spot over Dado Racer. Seems like a big moment for Blue Falcon. I mean, it's Commander Jim, sorry. And they'll run this all the way to the flag before they'll hit this virtual safety car. You can see Commander Jim is actually going to fall a lap down. There's a few cars come straight into the pits. Sato's into the pits. And Dark Racing 40 straight into the pits. So that's a bit strange that they've done that. So they don't give you Logical Sports the lead of the race. And then Dado Racer stayed out, as did Maddie Seeking. And Night Pegasus stayed out. Commander Cirrus went into the pits as well. And it doesn't look good for Commander Jim, actually. He's going to struggle, so it looks like he's going to get a tow here from Maddie. So these guys will obviously look at coming into the pits. A little helping hand from the P51 Sim Sports guys. So Commander Jim will just have to be careful of his tyres, of his engine temperature. This will get him actually into the pits, but also Maddie Seeking. He may fall a lap down as well by helping. Oh, it's going to be a hard slog here tonight, maybe. We'll just see how they go. He's just going to try the best he can here. So Commander Jim's got to try and keep that straight each time he's getting nudged here. He's just a bit awkward because he's lost that rear wheel. Great teamwork. Well, they're not teammates, but great work by the two members here of ANZCRL Combined Racing League, trying to keep the cars in the race. He gets up over this hill, he won't be too bad, as most of it's downhill from there. So they're going to be coming around here to lap these guys in a second. So hopefully Commander Jim has still got some power. I think he's blown his engine. That could be all over for Commander Jim, unfortunately. And Maddie Seeking's going to have to go in to get some damage repair for his nose. Let's see if we can go on board here. He's definitely still got some engine going. Oh, here he's back in the pits. So he's gone. So maybe his engine did blow. Or something happened there. So that's all over before it even began for Commander Jim, unfortunately. not even sure if this, hopefully I've got no viewers here at the moment. It doesn't even look like, I don't even know if this is actually being broadcast live at the moment. It says it's live on my screen. Guys watching this back, sorry if you're watching this and wondering what's going on. I'm just trying to double check here at the moment to see, yeah, we're actually live, so that's good. I can actually see that now. So we'll settle back in here as Matty is into the pits to get damage repaired. And will they start? I think they might have a gentleman's agreement. They would normally start now because all cars are back in, but because he was trying to help Commander Jim get going again, I believe that they will wait for Matty to come on back through. And hopefully we will see resuming of this race very shortly as Matty is now leaving the pits. And might just open up. So I've just got my party chat open. If Commander Jim does want to actually join in, we'll see if he does. And maybe help a little bit for the broadcast over the night. So Matty is now going. So another hit, unfortunately, for Commander Jim in this championship. So he's only going to get half points for this race. And that will be for the 8th position. So 8th position would normally get 24 points. So that's only going to give him 12 points towards the championship. Going to get fairly costly for him at the moment. Commander Jim was in 7th on 52 points, only 4 points behind Dado too. So it's going to give a chance for Matty Seeking to jump up and probably try and catch him. Oh, as Matty's forcing his issue through, giving a logical little bit of a side glance. Matty's trying to obviously going to get his lap back. They're going to decide to get him back on the same lap by the looks of things. So we may have one more lap under caution. But Dado's going to have control of the race. This is a position that he wants, but obviously Sato 15 right behind Night Pegasus. Now we know Night Pegasus can be fairly good with these IndyCars. He's starting to come to grips with them. So we'll just stay here just to see if they get their pace going to go. Yes, they are. So here they go. So Dado's dropped it right at the line. And has that also balked up Sato as he looks to come through here? No, Sato's on the outside, very outside. That's going to give Dark Racing a little look at down the outside into the inside. Oh, nice move by Dado. Nice, strong move. As Commander Cirrus is up the rear of the field here of this pack, this 6-car little battle. Looking good. But plenty going on here at the front with Dark Racing 40 now right behind Night Pegasus. Oh, Night Pegasus is gone. Exit stage left. He's gone around. So we'll just have a look here. Looks like all is intact with that car. Yeah, so it looks like we'll be avoiding a safety car in this instance, but we've got Dado coming on through the S's. As we also then look at Commander Cirrus just following Illogical Sports. Now this is going to be a tasty little battle between Sato and Dark Racing 40. So while we just having a little look at this, he's Commander Jim is good to join me in the comms box. As we're looking at, who are we looking at? Matty Seeking. So I thought he might have been going slow there for a second, but he's... just struggling, I think, at the little bit at the moment. Darky's having a nice little healthy margin in front of Sato 15 at the moment. But the battle here is between these two. Logical Sports driving for Dark Lord 78. I mean, not Dark. Night Havoc, sorry. In the number 83, Chip Ganassi car. We might just quickly have a look what it's like here, being so close here with on board. Commander Cirrus hard on the brakes for the chicane. Looks like he's got the go, but he's had to just let off a little bit as Logical was in front of him. Defending well. But can he get a little run out here? It's so hard to overtake here around Sonoma. It's more about trying to get the car in front and may have a little mistake. We'll get an invite to Commander Jim when we can get an opportunity. Oh, there's fighting here very hard for position 4. As you can see, it's the undulations around this track is quite substantial. And the other battle still lingering for second position between Dark Racing 40 and Sato. Oh, and around those goes Commander Cirrus around the carousel. Now they're just coming up to the back here of Matty Seeking, who's fallen a lap down after trying to help Commander Jim. And out goes wide, goes Sato 15, very wide. He's been kept it off the wall. And he should be able to duck down the inside of Matty, which he does here. About to start their 8th lap. Dado's out front with a 1:19.2 that previous lap. And he's probably relishing this clean air and not with too much pressure from someone from behind at this stage. This battle here between Darky and Sato could go on until we find them coming into the pits again. They both pitted during the first safety car period. We might just, as it all seems to just spread out here at the moment, the screen might just go off for a second as I try and send an invite to Commander Jim to come and join us in the commentary as they both bump over the curbs there at turn 7. I won't be doing that too much in these. They sort of unsettles. Sato's actually gained a lot here onto Dark Racing 40. Line by Sato through the chicane. Got to be careful too. You can get a slowdown penalty by cutting that a little bit too much. How long can Dark Racing 40 hold off this pressure from Sato? Seeing the red RLL Racing car. Oh, Sato just kicks up a bit of dirt. They're pushing fairly hard, these two at the moment. Not as hard as Dado though, with a 19.5 that previous lap. Out in front with a nice healthy, nearly 6-second lead over these two. It'd be interesting to see if these guys are still on the alternate, the softer tyre. It does show up on our screen with the red alternate tyres, but that'll be through. Oh, Sato's gone really wide. He missed his braking. Got in deep at the chicane. This might give us an opportunity to just get Commander Jim in. So we'll see if he can join. And back to the action again here on lap 10 of 59. And we've got just under a second gap between both Dark Racing 40 and Sato 15. Night Pegasus. Welcome, Commander Jim. Hopefully you've ticked your little box in the audio.
Yeah, I've done that.
Party chat.
Yep.
Unfortunately, another rough weekend here for round 3. Another DNF, mate. Not what we wanted to see.
No, it's very frustrating.
Yeah, so was it a little bit of a side glance? Did you get pushed for room, or what happened there on that turn up into turn 1 there?
Oh, I just
turn
wasn't...
2, sorry.
I wasn't very used to running on the primary tyres, so I just didn't have the grip to get through that corner. So I drifted out wide, and once I was on the dirt, it just carried me into the wall.
Unfortunate, but you did have some help by one of the members there, Matty Seek, and tried his best to get you up on the hill there. If you got up on that hill, you probably would have been right to get around the track after that, but was it the engine blow that got you in the end?
No, my engine was very close to blowing up, but I thought it was going to take half an hour to get back to pits, if at all, so I didn't want to hold up the race.
Oh, okay, so you decided to park it for the weekend.
Yeah.
There's a couple of the guys in here at the moment. I don't know, I think there might be a safety car here maybe. Oh, it is. Commander Cirrus has lost a wheel in the P51 Sim Sports car, the number 9. So that's brought out the safety car. And that's... Just having a look, Dado. Yeah, Dado went into the pits. And Night Pegasus actually elected to stay out. And he's still racing, well, he's raced to the line now, so he should be going now to about 150, which I think he is. He's slowing down. Yeah, so that's unfortunate, Commander Jim. But yeah, these things sometimes happen. But as you can see, if you just got over that rise, it's pretty much downhill most of the way then. And you may have been able to get there, but it looked like it was a hard task anyway to get yourself up the hill.
Yep. It'll be interesting tonight to see how many safety cars we end up with, because it's not like Long Beach where there's walls all around you, but it is a hard circuit to drive.
Oh, definitely. You know, and that's where we were saying before in the open part of the broadcast as well. The safety cars would really be more to do with you know, some overtaking or a car a bit of out of control there. You've got a little bit of space to run wide around the circuit here, but as we can see, turn 2 absolutely a killer for you, and you hit that barrier pretty hard on our stream too, so the wheel definitely deserved to come off. You hit it pretty hard, but you had no control obviously once you were on that dirt.
Yeah,
that was the end of it really.
Yeah, I was surprised to not be able to drive out of there actually, because I guess I've been practicing with damage turned off and I was used to a few crashes. But oh well, that's these cars for you.
Yeah, that's it. I think we're still going to have a good race here. We've got some quality drivers still here with Dado in second, with Sato in third, and then Darky. So Sato was able to actually leapfrog Darky in the pits. So that was a big moment. We didn't actually see that happen. So might just have a quick look to see what Sato did. He's got a full tank of fuel, as did Darky. So Darky may have had a little bit of damage or something for him to hold up a little bit, or maybe missed his bay. Not too sure there.
Matty Seeking's got a 10-second penalty. Was that when he was helping me, or was that something else?
That's coming a little bit later, that one, not for helping you, because that red's only just come up recently. But he'll be getting his lap back by I think. Once he reaches the queue, he'll be able to continue on, so he's going hard. It'll be interesting to see how Night Havoc goes on this restart though. He's been showed that he can hold his own with the faster drivers as well. He doesn't get intimidated.
Yeah, it may come down to what tyres he's on and what the guys behind him have. Yeah,
exactly. But we found out also at Long Beach too, which was brought to our attention pretty much that a lot of the guys were coming undone from probably being on the alternate, the softer tyres, and not up it to temperature. Oh no, well, not the alternate, sorry, the primary tyres, and then losing a lot of temperature, the harder tyre, and not having the grip in those first few laps. So it was beneficial to probably run the softer tyre throughout that race at Long Beach with the number of safety cars we had.
That's what I was doing. I got off the hards as soon as I could.
Yeah, okay. So it looks like Commander Sirius is still in the pit, so they're going to have another lap around until he can come out. So that was a big accident. A lot of damage there, repair.
He's off now.
So he's just been released now. So if Knight Pegasus keeps them at a slower pace for the next lap around, you should see that Commander Sirius should be able to make it back around. He was going a little bit faster though, Commander Jim. He could have actually put Commander Sirius a lap down here.
Yeah.
He's been a bit kind. So the two P51 Sim Sport cars will obviously be back on the lead lap. And I believe we should be able to go green on lap 14, the next lap around.
Yep.
The Knight Pegasus is currently 5th in the championship with a 4th and 5th place at Watkins Glen and then at Long Beach. On 62 points, only 1 point behind Night Havoc and Commander Sirius, who are tied for 3rd position. So at this stage, Knight Pegasus will find himself actually 3rd in the points standings if he was able to hold this position, but we've got a long way to go.
Oh.
Sato up the back of Dado then.
Strange.
So I don't know what happened there where Sato didn't realise that was happening. I wonder if they got a little bit of damage there. I'd say they would there, Jim. I reckon they would have.
Yeah.
So Dado got it up the rear end of his car there. We'll have a look at Sato's front just to see if there's any marking. This was just a lag spike on our end, but it definitely looked like
he's done it again.
Now what's Sato doing? This time it's taken Sato's wing off. So we'll soon find out. Maybe it was during practice or anything. Was Dado lagging at all? Normally when they're lagging we find it here in the stream. So
I didn't notice anything.
So it seems funny that that's happened a couple of times there for Sato, twice in this lap. If they get going and they're on race pace, it could be just a glitch that we're seeing on their game. There goes the wing. Someone smacked into the wing there. That's come off the back of Sato's car. So we'll see if Sato turns around here or goes straight into the pits. No, they're both going into the pits. So race should actually start here under the rules. Actually, no, because Commander Sirius has only just joined the queue, so...
he was actually a bit at the back there for a while.
So now Commander Sirius is going through to get his lap back. I don't believe that should be happening. So unfortunately there's a bit of breakdown in the rules because the car's involved in the cause the safety car, which was Commander Sirius. You can't get a lap back. You have to just join the queue and stay in the queue. Anyway, that keeps him on the same lap.
If the new safety car incident is for Sato and Dado, then he's entitled to do this, isn't he?
Oh, exactly. Yes, that could be it. But Geez, you'd think I know that they've organised that to happen, but I don't know what's going on there with Sato and Dado's screen. We'd like to find out in the end.
Sato's just
it's a little bit messy.
The pits.
Dado's already out there, so he would have only had a little bit of damage repair maybe. But now that gives Dark Racing 40 right behind Knight Pegasus at the restart with a Logical Sports subbing for, as we said, Night Havoc, who's third in the championship now. It's all the way up into third position. So that's gifted the 83 Chip Ganassi car some vital positions in this race. And you could just imagine, Commander Jim, as well, that with the way that this race is going to unfold, that we could have a good, solid period of green flag running here with the less cars now.
Yeah, I hope so.
On the track, but we'll say that we've had 3 safety cars now. As Commander Sirius, I think you might be right there. Commander Sirius had every right then to get his lap back because the further safety car was due to Sato and Dado coming together during the safety car period. Lucky we don't have too much driving standards official people coming to them and handing out penalties, but that's obviously extended this race just a little bit under this safety car.
Yeah. So they don't need to wait for Sirius to catch up, do they?
No, they don't have to wait for Sirius, as long as all the other guys are up. So
get ready to go.
So we should be ready to go here. And Pegasus go. Here we go. We're back on here on lap 15. Night Pegasus is in first position. Oh, big move by Logical Sports down the inside of Darky. So they're still going to hammer and tongs, but it looks like actually Night has. Oh, we've got also Dado's. Yeah, and we've got Illogical Sports all the way into first position after Night Pegasus had a bit of an issue, and we've got Maddie Seeking up on the hill of the grass, having a spin on the tyres, not up to temperature, so he's getting caught out the same way as most people did a fortnight ago at Long Beach, with the tyres not up to temperature. But here we go with Dark Racing 40 and Sato back at it again. And then the
Sato's made a move around Night Pegasus.
Yeah, nice move. And Night Pegasus just treading carefully, I think, with those tyres. So you make sure Sato doesn't go up the back here of Dark Racing 40. He's got it all under control at the moment. Sato is very close. Looking for any opportunity. He can stick this car down the inside of Dark Racing 40.
I imagine they'll all be on alternate tyres now, other than that Pegasus.
Yeah, I find that a little bit strange though, because you know, they could have probably got through that restart. Might have been worthwhile to be still on the softer tyres. They get roughly around about 20 laps around here. Not abrasive, this circuit. Oh, and Sato's really hounding the back of Dark Racing 40 here. The Andretti Honda just in front of the RLL Racing Honda of Sato.
Oh, he's up the inside.
Looks like he's going to make this move. Dark, he'd be game to try and stick it right around the outside here. So Sato up into second position, but what can Darky do? Will he try and make a crazy move down here into the chicane? He's lost touch of Sato through the S's.
It's given Illogical a chance to drive away a bit.
Yeah, nearly 3-second lead. While these guys keep battling it out here, Illogical may, similar to what Dado was finding in that first open stint, he was able to drive away from these two because they were both battling one another. I think Dado actually had nearly a 6-second lead before the safety car came out on lap 10. So it looks like Matty's Seeking's just got onto the back here of Night Pegasus after Matty had a little bit of a wild spin up on the grass on the restart. Down through the carousel. All up on the curve of turn 7. You want to try and avoid that at all costs. Car's fairly low to the ground. They don't like the big,
there goes Seeking. He's
curves.
just whacked the back into the wall.
Alright, he's got the wings still for me, so maybe
Yeah, they might just have to push on.
continue on. Yeah, push on. Could be the word from the pits.
Night Pegasus has about 8 laps before he'll be pitting for fuel. Maybe 7 laps.
Yeah, then that might he might have to pit again before the end of the race as well.
Yeah, I think so. Logical's got a nice 2-second lead now.
Yeah, Sato, they slowly bringing it down half a second faster that previous lap. Now he's in that clear air without the pressure of Darky behind him. You may see him attacking a Logical very shortly, but you probably have to try and play the long game if you can, Sato. He's been a little bit rough around the edges here tonight. He's found himself pushing a little bit out on the grass a couple of times, and then obviously in the back of Dado during the safety car period. I'm not too sure why that happened, if it was a little bit of a screen freeze or something on one of the driver's ends. But it definitely looked like it was a logic. I mean, it was Night Pegasus was the leader of the queue, and he'd sort of slowed down the field a little bit, and Dado was responding to that. Maybe you've just caught Sato out.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Dado is not far behind Darky here.
Yeah, we just picked that up looking at that there with Dark Racing 40. He's brought that down, Dado, to just under a second. And really chasing really hard. So Dado may even be on the softer tyres. And Darky on the alternates. Because Dado did a 118 the previous lap. So that's sort of showing pace that he could be actually on the alternate tyres.
Yeah. Oh, someone's gone off, Sato.
Oh, Sato has gone off. So another moment from Sato. Looks like he's been able to keep it off the wall, so we should be still green. There's no damage to his wings or anything there, so it's just a little moment through the S's. Oh, Dado ran hot into the final corner.
Oh, this is a fun little battle for second and third.
Yeah, the boys are really into it tonight for this these minor positions. And while we've been talking, a Logical obviously now extended that lead out to almost 5 seconds because of Sato dropping his car off the track through the S's. Dado again faster than his previous best, which was a 118, I think it was. They're receiving gap Sato a little bit with these softer tyres. We believe that both the Hondas are on the harder tyre of Dark Racing 40 and Sato 15.
In qualifying, did Sato get in the 115s?
I think it was a 16 or something.
16.
Or was it a 14? No, it wasn't a 14. I'm just having a quick look. I did take a photo of it. Yeah, 15.801.
That's quick. So yeah, he might be on the
very
hard
quick.
tyres now.
He was almost 1.5 seconds from Dark Racing 40 for the pole position. So he was absolutely flying in qualifying. Oh, we've got Illogical Sports, and he's lost a wheel.
Oh, same as Cirrus.
Yeah, so that's going to cause a virtual safety car on lap 21. So we almost had 10 laps there of
yeah, that was good.
running, and as you can see what it does, it actually brings a little bit of the battle of the cars, but they're still running to the line, these cars, until they take the start-finish line. So Dado now in the second and right, very close to Dark Racing 40 again. And I think they've all got, roughly the same. Actually, Dado's got a little bit more fuel. And I'd say he'd stay out too, so especially with these softer tyres, with the under the safety cars, they're going to hold in for a few more laps. And he'll probably try and run these softs all the way until he has to pitch for fuel for the last run to the flag. So Dado, as we suspected, going to stay out. Sato straight into the pits as well.
Well, these guys will be quick when they come out on soft tyres.
Pegasus comes in. That's actually been a perfect safety car for Pegasus, Jim, because he's on that.
That's right.
He was coming in for a pits in the next few laps for fuel.
Yeah.
And this will actually give Commander Cirrus second. He's going to stay out. So he was a lap behind early on in the race after the first safety car period. I mean the second safety car period, sorry. Logical still getting away into the pits now, but he may be able to stay. Oh, probably depending how long it's going to take. Dado's actually coming up to the top of turn 7 here, up the top end of the circuit. So Logical may just fall a lap down. Matty Seeking's out of pit lane now. There we go past Commander Jim's stationary car in the pits. Sorry side of that car.
Yeah, it's all right. It'll be good to go for next week.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, we've got the Oval next week too. Our first run-in at Texas Motor Speedway.
With damage turned off, right? So I'll be able to do the full race.
Yeah, damage is off. It's exactly the same settings as our Indy 500, so it'll be damage off. No safety cars with 25 laps remaining. Whereas on the road circuits, it's 10 laps remaining. But yeah, damage off. Any safety car periods, it's only 2 laps only. Okay. Because obviously no damage. So all it basically is when you do have a big moment and a big spin, you're off the pace that hard that you usually takes you almost fall a lap down anyway by the time you get back onto the queue, depending where you are. So cars can elect to pit as well for fuel. That's basically all you need to do, fuel or tyres, as the damage is off. So yeah, strategy comes into play. Do you stay out and go around without calling the pits? Obviously there's the wave around 2 for anyone that's a lap down. So as we said, 2 laps is all you need for the safety car periods, because the repair time is very minimal, because there is none. It's just the fuel and tyres.
Yeah. It will be my first oval race, so it'll be quite interesting.
Yeah, it's very hectic by all the counts from everyone that's been in them, but once you get yourselves in a groove, it's all good. But I believe that there's a little trick that all the guys will help you in practice as well. And anyone else that's thinking about doing the Indy 500 is very wise to try and jump into the Texas Motor Speedway next Sunday to just get a feel, because with the car, when you go into race conditions, it's actually dropped horsepower to what you practice and qualifying. So your gearing changes. So you want to actually, I think they changed their your race setup. You've got to change your gearing, like make them a little bit closer. Otherwise you lose your horsepower, your top end speed.
Interesting.
So when you're practicing, pretty much what you normally do is you set your car up so your gearing, I think, is your final drive is down one, I think.
Yeah.
So let's have a look. So we've got a Logical Sports now coming around. So it looks like we're going to have one more lap to go. Unless he can get onto the back of him here, but... So Logical made a mistake from the lead.
Dado's going pretty slow.
Yeah, but it's going to be actually pretty close. I think you could be right here. Dado might be holding it up here, but they were going to say that they really wanted everyone back in queue around by the time they get to this corner.
Yeah, I think they'll have to go again.
I'm sure they've been in a lot of community. Oh, someone's taken the opportunity to pit. I think it was...
Night Pegasus.
No, it wasn't Matty. Night Pegasus in.
So what happened there? He only just pitted.
Maybe he didn't get the tyres on.
Yeah.
Maybe he decided, maybe he got the alternate tyres on, but he really, I mean, maybe he got the primes on, the harder tyres, and really wants the softer tyre. So decided, as he knew that Night Pegasus, Logical Sports hadn't joined, that they were going to do another lap around. So in all that, Logical Sports is actually a lap down.
Gee, that's rough after leading the race for so long.
Yeah.
That's alright, there'll be another safety car.
Yeah, so we've had the 4 safety cars. Not quite halfway yet in this race. Boys are running fairly slow around their circuit too. Normally they'd be going 150. You'd think that Dado could have gone a little bit faster here because he's letting a Logical back in. Night Pegasus back in here. He was going a bit faster there. Night Pegasus may not have been able to rejoin the queue. The race would have started because we have got a Logical Sports back in the queue after the safety car. So it does look like Night Pegasus has striked a little bit of luck there. And should just rejoin the queue before the start. Dados was one that stayed out. The other cars behind him have all pitted. I think Commander Cirrus, he did pit, yeah. Soto pitted, Matty pitted, so everyone's pitted but Dado in that whole period.
He's got 40 litres in his tank, everyone else is in the 60s.
And we'll soon find out too if when Darky and Sato pitted, if they end up putting the soft tyres on, but they're going at it again early on. Sato holding off Matty Seeking, who has his teammate right up his gearbox.
Matty Seeking, I think, just got past Commander Cirrus. Oh,
Matty's lost the rear end again. He's been able to keep it off the wall. I think he's another one that's fallen victim to the cold tyres.
Did Sato just spin off? No, Commander Cirrus into the wall.
Oh, the P51 Sim Sport guys are not doing very well tonight. Having a lot of drama, say Commander Cirrus. And we bring out another safety car on lap 25. We only just got started. They're racing still to the flag here and they're not giving up anything. Flames billowing out of Dado Race's Chevrolet with the Hondas right behind him. Will Dado take it into the pits here? Yes, he does. Oh! What is going on with everyone here? They've all both hit each other. So they're all going to be extended stays into the pit lane for repairs. No wing on Dado, rear wing. No front wing on Sato. Darky's got no front wing. and no wheel. I tell you what, I don't know what the guys have eaten this afternoon, but there's something the devil's in them.
They're keeping the pit crews employed.
Oh, I tell you what, Night Pegasus now has the lead of the race, and Matty Seeking is second in the P51 Sim Sports car. Can he keep it together on the restart here and find himself in a handy position? Everyone's in pit lane bar these two cars of Night Pegasus and Matty Seeking.
And Commander Cirrus, who the safety car was originally for, is now in the pits.
Yeah, so I can't believe how they all got it all wrong coming into pit lane. There was no advantage when they all decided to follow one another.
Yeah.
There was no advantage to come in any faster than the next guy. So a few little brain snaps from the drivers.
Night Pegasus is cruising around at 150. He might be hoping to put these guys a lap down.
Yeah, there's a Commander Cirrus is still in pit lane as Darky's actually got out, so he'll be safe.
Okay, so it's just Commander Cirrus.
And he's just moving now. So he's going to be able to stay on the lead lap only just. That's exactly what you need to do as a leader. You've got control of the race. You can go over that 150 kilometres an hour. And try and get that opposition into
there you go.
a lap
Commander
down.
Cirrus is a lap down.
Oh, he didn't get out. No, he didn't get out.
It's a
So
long drive from the pit bay.
Yeah, so he's actually a lap down, so he's going to have to fall in behind. But his teammate Matty Seeking took the opportunity to go into the pits here. Get his fueled up. Which should almost be fueled close to close to the end, I'd imagine. It'll be getting close. Don't know how many laps they get out of a tank. It's about
about 21 litres is what I calculated. So
21 laps.
Yeah, sorry, 21 laps.
So they'll fall just a little bit short there. And that'll only get them up to 48. So that'll be another 10 or 11 laps or so to go. So yeah, they're going to have to come in again. So we've got to look for, I think it was Commander Cirrus who had that safety car. So he's actually behind Pegasus. So the race should actually start this time around because we do wait for the cars that cause the safety car. And I believe that Dark Racing 40 and Dado and also Sado, they all caused their own problems coming in pit lane. They didn't cause any safety car. They were off the track, basically. But we'll see what they decide.
Yeah, they've let Commander Cirrus go through. So they must have called a new safety car for the guys who smashed their way into the pits.
Oh, that's a little bit of a stroke of luck for Commander Cirrus. And also a logical sport, so he was able to get that lap back too because he actually fell a lap down.
Yeah.
So they've been waved through, so they're going to actually wait for this man here, Dark Racing 40, to join the queue. And he's a fair way behind the queue at the moment. Oh, I think the guys will have to have a big look at themselves, I'd say, after this round. See if they can improve their racecraft a little bit in these cars. After I'd say Watkins Glen, I think Long Beach there was a bit of a carnage out there, but I think everyone sort of drove fairly well. Considering the conditions that were out there with the walls and the street circuit, just the nature of that type of circuit.
I couldn't believe the first 10 laps of Long Beach were clean. After that, the safety cars made a strong appearance.
Yeah, and that's where, and pretty much everyone was spinning on cold tyres, or tyres just not up to temperature, like not up to the grip as well. So some of the guys seem to have been falling out to that as well this time here for round 3. Not going this time around. We're still waiting for Darky to join the queue as he's coming down into turn 9, the chicane.
Yeah, looks like everyone will be bunched up, ready to go for the next lap.
Yeah, it'll be going that way. Other than I think both Commander Cirrus and Illogical, I don't think they're going to get to the queue if Night Pegasus keeps it in at 150. I think Darky will just he'll get to them, but I'm not too sure if these guys are going to get there. But at least they're on the same lap as as all the guys in front of them now. Commander Cirrus and Illogical, I should say. No, Pegasus has slowed them down again, so he probably wants to make sure Darky's at least on the queue, so then they can get going this time around. Now, we might have to keep an eye on Dark Racing 40 because his tyres, after he's been hammering it, those tyres should be well and truly up to temperature compared to Matty Seeking in front of him.
Yeah, that's true.
And latch onto the back of Dado with hotter tyres as well, up to ready to go. So we'll just have a look at Night Pegasus, make sure to see if he actually hits the hammer. I think he's raring to go. He's going to have Sado though right next to him as well, so we'll make sure to see if they can behave themselves up into turn 1, and then obviously turn 2 is probably the tricky one.
See if we can have a good stint of fast racing.
Definitely. So here we go. Sado right on the back here of Night Pegasus, sorry. Dado. Here comes. And Sado's took it down the inside and he's made that move for the lead as well. Dropped Night Pegasus down into 4th position. Darky's kept it off the wall.
Logical's about to pounce on Darky though. Oh, he's not far behind.
So the driver that we thought that may have had some nice hot tyres has got himself in a bit of spot of bother on the restart. Good thing about it though, he didn't find the wall, so hopefully no one else is having any major issues, so we should hopefully see the rest of these cars filter on through. As Matty's looking a little bit racy here on the restart as well. He'll be feeling a little bit more relieved being able to get through this first lap of the restart unscathed in P3. He's just got to find himself in the groove, I guess, and try not to push too hard and keep up to Dado.
Oh, Seeking spun.
That's his corner. You can see the marks. That's all Seeking's marks from previous laps around. Oh, as Darky goes around too. A full 360 for Darky.
Oh, really? I didn't see that.
So, but he'll still be able to stay in front of Illogical Sports. So, it all being well, we should be still green. And Matty Seeking from position 3 down to last at a blink of an eye. And Dado now giving up chase to Sado. And Sado's finding himself again in the lead of this race after we've just gone past halfway distance. And in a healthy position now where he can actually extend this lead quite easily to Dado. We'll start seeing what sort of times. He's in an 18.5, so I wouldn't be surprised Sado is actually on the alternate, the softer tyre.
Yeah, I think so. Logica is putting a lot of pressure on Dark Racing here.
Oh, he sure is up into turn 2 here. Keeping it together. And they're all catching a Night Pegasus too at the same time. Night Pegasus just going a little bit slow here. Has he got a problem? He's just trying to get his tyres up to temperature. Darky have a look down the inside. Pegasus is protecting the inside. No, he's not protecting the inside, so Darky's going to have a good look down here. May take a Logical with him. A Logical got caught behind Night Pegasus. Darky's on his way now. Oh, just doesn't look happy, the car of Night Pegasus at the moment.
Yeah. Oh, he's spun. Oh, a little bit.
Oh, half spin.
Logical spots, are we happy with that?
Yeah, nice and easy. Into position 4, and with Commander Cirrus.
Yeah, and Matty Seeking just behind him.
Yeah, so the two teammates are following one another here. Not too far behind one another. Hopefully they can work it together to get a good result here. As
Matty Seeking's gone off. He's fun. No damage.
Oh, no damage luckily. So Commander Cirrus on the outside. Long way around here, but can he make it work? He'll have the inside to the carousel if he can make it. Long way around if he was going to try and do that. He's tucked back in down behind Night Pegasus. And Night Pegasus out wide. Kept the boot in. Able to still hold on to this position 5. How long can he hold it for? Was Commander Cirrus now really challenging. Really have a look down into the chicane, turn 9. So there's a bit of aero wash from the going through the S's there too.
Yeah, it looked like it.
Following close. Dado's holding his own there in position 2 too, only a little bit off the pace of Sado. Still within striking distance, 2 seconds behind. We'll keep an eye on this battle for 5th though, between Night Pegasus and Commander Cirrus. You can just see how much time that spin that Matty did, it's just cost him a good 13 seconds. He was on the back of Commander Cirrus.
Yeah, it takes a long time to get going when you have to reverse and then spin it around.
Oh, exactly. These guys look like they're in a rhythm here at the moment. Hopefully they can stay in this zone. Be good to get through all the rest of this race safety car free. Oh, here we go. It's Commander Cirrus is down the inside. He's made that stick.
Very good.
So up to position 5 for the P51 Sim Sport car.
Oh, someone's off.
Up front. Oh, that's a big moment for Logical Sports.
Oh, he's lost a rear right tyre.
He sure has. Has he got
he's
a
on the
left
back half
tyre?
of the circuit. Yeah, the left is on. He's got 2 lefts. Oh, he just got smashed into.
By Matty. And that's instant. Logical's gone straight away after he got hit.
I don't think Matty's going to be moving anywhere.
It looks like he's non-responsive, Matty. So this could be a 2 DNF here. So lap 35. We've had a Logical go, unfortunately. Subbing for Night Havoc.
Doesn't look like Matty Seeking's trying to accelerate there, so I don't know what's going on.
Darky went straight into the pits and he's out. Sado stayed out, as he did Dado. But they're still running here to the straight into pit lane they come. No tagging each other. That was a lot better coming into pit lane. So this may just give the lead of the race to Commander Cirrus, the P51 Sim Sports car. So all the troubles that Cirrus has had, he could find himself in the lead of this motor race if he elects to stay out, which he is. And it looks like Matty's seeking. I'm not too sure what's happened to his car. Has he got, I'll just go on board. I can't see if he's got the two tyres. Yes, he has. He's got rear tyres.
He hasn't moved a centimetre, I don't think, in the last couple of minutes.
No, and he's also got the engine still running, so maybe it's a long
There you go, he's reversing now.
from the game.
He's reversing. Getting off the track by the looks of it.
Do you know what it could be? He may have had a gearbox problem because he hit that hard. Actually, no, he went in the front though. He didn't go. No one hit him in the rear, so that's weird.
There you
He's
go.
returned, so he's retired. So we've only got 5 runners left at the moment.
I reckon all you need to do in this is just survive until there's 10 laps to go, and then you're a chance.
Pretty much. I think you're right. So just remember, there's no safety cars after lap 49. So once they're into lap 50, there's no more safety cars.
And if they fill up their tank on about lap 39 or 40, they'll be able to get home with no more fuel stops.
So that pit window's almost coming. There's 4 more laps until that window is there. So Commander Cirrus should be able to run up to a period where he'll be only needing to we won't have to fill the tank up as Night Pegasus is coming in for fuel. So we've got the 5 cars on the lead lap, Dark Racing 40 coming around the final corner. So that'll put him back up into 4th position with Night Pegasus in pit lane. So they should be all ready to go this time around. So Night Pegasus is going to be taking it risky to try and get back to the queue here.
And it will be touch and go whether he has enough fuel to get home. I don't think he'll quite make it.
If there's another safety car period though,
yeah, that's right.
Should be right.
Yeah.
So he might be hedging his bets on that. So it could be not a bad move. But Commander Cirrus, knowing the danger, he should be actually going as 150 where he can. Because the race should be starting here, because both the cars that were part of that safety car have both been removed from the race, back in pit lane. So we should be good to go this time around on the start of lap 38. So I think the challenge is actually could be Night Pegasus, especially for a podium position here, with only the 5 runners, with him being, if we go green all the way until the lap 50, when there's no more safety cars, we'll be in trouble. But if there's a safety car from now before lap 50, he should be able to stay out and get himself in the lead of the queue maybe, and stay out for the rest of the race. This is going to be hard to call. We've got the 2 red cars, 1, 2. We've got Commander Cirrus in the P51 SimSport Chevrolet, and we've got Sado in the RLL Racing Honda, number 15. So here we go. And Night Pegasus is almost on the back of this queue now too. He's coming through the chicane, so he's just a little bit behind. And off they go. On lap 38. We've got Commander Cirrus leading this race. He gets up through turn 2 safely as everyone else gets through the second corner fine. Can they get through turn 3 here? Turn 4 actually it's called, I think. Yeah, so it was pretty bunched up here. Dado's fighting hard to Sado. Found the inside of the dirt. Able to hold on to it.
Oh, pretty good restart there. Dado's up the inside on Sado.
Yeah, and he's made that stick as well. And we've got the two.
Darky almost collected Sado then.
Yeah, and they're both 1-2 in the championship too, so they're both back at it again. Darky's looking racy here down into the chicane. He's got the line in there, and he's made it stick.
Yeah, great move.
The 3rd position, so Darky is on a mission. This is what we were thinking we would have seen the previous safety car period when Darky came through the field with the nice hot tyres before the restart. He didn't eventuate as he had a spin. But Commander Cirrus has completed his first lap there in the lead, racing lap. So that's one little achievement for Cirrus. We'll see if he can improve on that. You can just see when the guys are battling how much it gives these cars a little bit of a leg up. They can concentrate on their own race. And very important in the restart. Commander Cirrus can really now just make sure those tyres are coming up nicely before we see Dado latching on near the back of him.
Sado's dropped back a surprising amount from Dark Racing.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to know if maybe when he came in, he maybe put the hards on, thinking that he may also get to the end with another safety car period.
Maybe.
Whereas I'd say these two, the way that they're going with a grip, I reckon they're on the softer tyre. We'll soon see after this flying lap here to see if they're into the 18s, 19s, 18s. Commander Cirrus again on the lap 40. And you can see the faster guys behind, definitely 18 for Dado and Dark Racing 40 and 19.2. And Sado's only still on a 22, so Sado's definitely on the harder tyre. Oh, look at Dado pressurising Commander Cirrus. Oh, Commander Cirrus had the rear brakes just locked up on the turn entry of turn 4. Dado round the outside of turn 5 into the carousel. He's got the inside. What a move by Dado. Takes the lead of the race here on lap 40. Making the most of the softer tyre, I'd imagine, Commander Jim.
Yeah. That was good racing. But Cirrus is still looking good and Dark Racing's close behind.
Well, it's only taken us 40 laps to see some good racing, and nice and clean here at the moment. Can Commander Cirrus just stay in touch with these guys as well? That's the question. They've been struggling with setup all weekend, the P51 Sim Sport cars. Let's have a look down the inside of Dado. Oh, and there's been a tag. That's
good
a big
evasive
moment
action
there.
by Dark Racing.
Yeah, very good by Darky. He's now up into taking the lead of the race, but Commander Cirrus has lost part of his front wing. Dado.
Well, that's perfect timing for everyone to come in and fill up their tanks.
Yeah, they'll get to the end now, won't they, Commander Jim? I'd say with full tank.
So do we have a safety car here, or are they okay?
No, they've raced to the flag, so they've still got this lap to get to the flag, so they'll still be full pace, so they should be a safety car.
Has someone lost their wing?
Yeah, it was Commander Cirrus has lost part of his front wing.
Right.
So that'll be racing all the way to the flag. Dark Racing 40 should be leader of the race, but he'll probably come into the pit lane, and as will Sado, I'd imagine. Just to top up these tanks, probably, I reckon they would they may as well go for the soft tyre too, because they'll get to the end with the soft tyre. They'll last.
Darky's staying out
stayed out. Sato straight in. So will we see... will Darky just go fuel conservative mode and just try and see if he can... I don't think he'll get to the end with 50 litres. That's 20 litres off a full tank. Is it 70 litres, I think, for a full tank? 75, I think, for a full tank.
70 litres is the capacity.
70. So Commander Cirrus is in. Dado stayed out, so that's interesting. After the damage, you'd think that he might have picked up a bit of damage from that hit, but obviously not. Might have got away with it. Unless he's going to elect to pit this. Well, he shouldn't be staying out just to get to the queue here. He needs to sort of pit that first lap around.
My math suggests that Dark Racing will get to lap 57 and then need to come in for fuel. But it depends how long they're running safety car conditions for. He might be able to get home just before the race is over.
And we know Darky, with that pace he had early on in that little period there, he definitely had the softer tyres on.
I've just noticed Dado and Commander Cirrus have both used 4 of their push-to-passes.
Yeah, Darky hasn't used any of his. Dado's used 4. Sato hasn't used any. It's a track that you don't really need to use it, I'd say, but yeah.
So Darky and Dado will be very close to making it home on fuel. Sato is good to go. Commander Cirrus is good to go, and Mark Pegasus is good to go.
Yeah, right. So we're going to be having another lap under the safety car, so Commander Cirrus won't join the queue this time around. So that's why Dado obviously stayed out, knowing that he's probably going to get to the end. He's probably done his mass as well himself. You can add up on the fly, old Dado.
It's hard to do when you're racing.
Oh, it sure is.
The question is, will we see a safety car between now and the end of the safety car period?
Yeah, which is, as I said, is the end of lap 49. Once they start lap 50, there's no more. So we'll probably see the racing resume on lap 45. So that's going to give them basically the 4 laps up of racing. Night Pegasus is in pit lane, just coming out now, just been dropped. So he's full of fuel. Definitely want to be on the soft tyres though. They will get to the end with the tyres, the grip. Yep. Commander Cirrus now coming up to turn 7. Oh, Darky's pushing it hard, even on the safety car, running it off the track. Out of turn 2, I think it was, yep.
If they can extend this safety car by 1 more lap, that might just help with the fuel consumption for Darky and Dado.
I think that's exactly what Darky's trying to do, because he's keeping that pace up, and he's pretty much, he's in 6th gear, so he's in top gear. But he's trying to keep that average speed close to that 150 to try and keep Commander Cirrus off from the queue, which is only just coming up to turn 2 now. And these guys are coming up to turn 7. So there's a possibility that we are going to see 1 more lap under safety car. And this is obviously to safeguard Dark Racing 40 on the fuel. So a bit of gamesmanship happening here. for the third round of the IndyCar Championship, our first series for 2022. Oh, I don't want to be cutting that too hard. I guess they're going slow enough that any slowdown penalty, you'll be wiping that off fairly quickly anyway.
That's true.
But their Commander Series is only just coming through the S's now, so you can just see he's been trying his hardest to try and get this race going again, but they're going to go one more lap around. And your master saying now that Dark Racing and Dado should get to the end now, but they have to be careful that they don't go too well. It's going to be close.
Yeah, I've got 14 laps for Dark Racing, so yeah, he might just make it.
Just on the limit. Now he's back into third gear. He probably should be, if he's trying to fuel conserve, you probably want to be on that in a higher gear. But we should be going green again at the start of lap 46, so that'll only give us 4 laps before there's the end of the safety car period's allowed to come out again. It'll be parked up for the day.
The question is, how much does the push to pass use more fuel? Will they have to stop? Will they have to avoid using that to make it home?
Well, that's a good point. I think you're right there, Commander Jim. If Dark Racing uses it, and Dado's been known to use it, he's already used it 4 times. Definitely, they're going to fall a lap short of finishing this race. So, good point. I think they're going to have to make sure that they don't press that push to pass button, refrain from using it. Strap in, everyone, because we're about to go green. And we've got 14 laps remaining. Been a long night for some of these guys. We've had quite another long periods of safety cars. We've had 7 in total. But they've been long laps around because they've slowed it down a little bit.
Mike Pegasus has just let Commander Cirrus through.
Okay, so here we go. So Dado, off he goes. Challenging Dark Racing 40 early on. Oh, Sado runs wide out of turn 2. Lucky to hold on to that. Commander Cirrus has had a good look at that. And he'll be looking to try and challenge a little bit harder to Sado to see if he can force him into another mistake. As again, Sado's running wide once again. Throwing a lot of jump back up onto the circuit. Doing that at the same time. Commander Cirrus won't be happy about that. There's Dark Racing 40 in front for the Andretti Autosports car.
Let's hope we have a clean race all the way through to the end.
Yeah, well, he's just clearing out Darky again, as most of the leaders have been able to do. But we've got a change for the lead. I missed that, Sado and Dado, but Dado's been able to keep that position. Coming into the final corner, it was momentarily changed, so it's all happening here for position 2. Oh, Sado almost putting a little bit of red mark on the back of Dado's rear wing there. Oh, Sado up on 2 wheels. He's into the wall. The wing is still there, but as we said, that it has to come off, so he hasn't come off. So this should be still game on. Race on, I should say, not game on. So that's given Dado a bit of a breather, and this elevator
smashed it into the wall. He's brought out the safety car.
Oh, which could have also been that he lost the rear end. I didn't actually see that, but he's definitely brought out the safety car on lap 47. So that's maybe just to try and keep himself into the fight here. But if these guys go hard, he could actually fall himself a lap behind Commander Jim, and there's a good possibility he will, because these drivers will not pit now because they know this safety car period will get them to the end, and they'll go hard. Darky will not. Yeah. He'll stay at 150.
This has worked out well for
staying
them.
out. Commander Cirrus obviously staying out. Now Sado, of course, he's going slow. He's crabbing everywhere. He's only up at the top of turn 7, so he's going to turn a lap down. So this is going to be a round that he'd like to forget, definitely. His car's all jinking all over the place as well. So yeah, there's a, I think the writing's on the wall for Sado 15 to actually fall a lap down here.
Yep.
And that'll be race over for him. He'll be just probably managing 5th position, or just hoping to see what happens, because it's still a long way to go, even with the 10 laps remaining. I'll be under the 10 laps by the time they get started, I'd imagine. Lap 48, I reckon we're going to be under the safety car here for another 3 laps or so. We've got to remember Sado's going to have to get to the back of these cars again.
Night Pegasus gets to regain a lap here too.
Oh, he was a lap down. I totally forgot about that. So that's that'll do him wonders as well. Put him back into 4th position. So this is going to be a good battle between actually Night Pegasus and Commander Cirrus for 3rd position on the podium. So the P51 Sim Sports, depending what happens between Dark Racing 40 and Dado as well, we know that those two have had some history before. And see how it goes. We can see an unlikely victory here for the P51 Sim Sports with all the trouble that they've had all week with these cars. So stick around and see how this all pans out, as we've got Sado 15 in pit lane, about to go that lap down. He is a lap down now. So his race is all but over. So we've had 8 safety cars now, and that's how it's going to end. So for some reason, each round we've had 8 safety car periods.
Well, they won't have to worry about fuel now, so on the restart, they'll be able to use those push-to-passes without any worries.
Yeah, that's right. So the push-to-pass will actually benefit people like Dado and Commander Cirrus, and also Night Pegasus, to try and get that podium over Commander Cirrus as well.
And Dark Racing's got 10 remaining, so that might give him a handy lead.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting little restart here, that's for sure. So Night Pegasus has only just come around. He's in front of Sado, as Sado's still coming out of pit lane. Obviously going to be that lap down now, so he's going to join that queue. Once he joins the queue, it'll be race on.
It's very unfortunate timing for that to happen for Sado.
Yeah, definitely. But the champion now, he's going to fall down the order a little bit. Well, he may still be able to hold on to the championship lead, but I don't think he will, actually. I'm just having a look here. 30 points for 5th. There's a 20-point difference for 1st for Darky if he wins this race, who's currently 2nd in the championship. But he's 32 points adrift from Sado. So Sado should still be able to hold on to this, well, we will hold on to the championship lead regardless of what happens here. Because we also passed the 70% race distance to be able to get full points as well. So he'll get full points for 5th no matter what. And he may also pick up any pieces if any of these other cars have any incident at the last part of this race as well. So definitely not over for Sado. We may just pick up the timings as well to see who's got the fastest lap at the moment. And it is Sado with a 118.581, so he gets that one bonus point at this stage as well. Dado with a 118.719, so not too far away from clinching the fastest lap. But Sado will probably go out there trying to make sure he gets that bonus point.
Yeah, that's right.
So we will have one more lap under safety car. I think these guys would have been happy in a way, just knowing that now that they definitely know that they're safe for fuel to the end.
Yeah, it was going to be very entertaining if they raced all the way through.
Oh, definitely. I think there would have been maybe a couple of splash and dashes for some of the cars. It would have changed the results up a bit. I think it was going to be touch and go definitely for Darky. He had about 2 litres less than Dado. Dado may have been able to get there, maybe finished it without any fuel at all over the finish line, but it was going to be very close for Dado, that was for sure. And just see Sado now coming up into turn 2. So he should join this queue and we should have racing resuming on lap 51. Should give us 8 laps to the end.
Sado will push and try and get past people, or will he just sit back and try and get the fastest lap?
Oh, look, I don't think there's anything to be gained from Sado. We don't know. Sado's a racer, but I think that it'll be wise just to hold back and not get involved. Let these guys race. And as you said, yeah, and then go for a fast lap, you know, if he can get a little bit of a tow, but I don't think he needs a tow. He's got the push to pass to use. So here we go, around up the top of turn 7 down into the S's. So the guys will be starting to get itchy to get this race started. Restarted again. Will the level head of Dado prevail, or will Darky just take off into the distance off this restart? We'll soon find out. Don't forget about Commander Cirrus there lurking in 3rd position. He doesn't have the outright pace, but he's definitely going to have the advantage of if anything happens to these 2 cars up front, he's looking good there in 3rd position at the moment. Night Pegasus showed some pace throughout, but just a little bit slow on these restarts with the colder tyres. But Darky's gone early to get that little gap up into turn 2. But Dado's been able to respond fairly quickly and stay with him.
Dado's definitely racing there. He's passing Night
Pegasus. That's crazy. He has gone past Pegasus. He's letting him through, but we'll get back up. Oh, and there goes Commander Cirrus.
No damage though.
Oh, that was lucky. So, you know, he'll stay on that lead lap, hopefully be able to get around for these few laps. Sado will be going hard though, but Commander Cirrus, 4th position is the best he's going to be able to manage. Night Pegasus is in the podium position. The race here for the 1st position between Darky and Dado. I think it's going to go all the way here because they've got similar pace. Through they come, through the S's. Night Pegasus.
Oh, Sado's gone. Big spin.
Sado's gone. Big moment.
No damage.
Again, the cold tyres. That's all I can really put it down to, I think, Commander Jim is just catching these drivers.
I think he used the push to pass through the windy. Oh, he's just whacked into the back of Night Pegasus.
How did he do that?
I don't know what was happening there.
Oh, I could have been from going into the pit lane, maybe. I did warn everyone in the lobby there about if someone's there about to brake to go into the corner, there's not enough room to get in the pit lane on the outside. As the tyre will stop you from holding left.
I think Sado was under push to pass going through the windy bit and just lost grip.
Oh, okay. Yeah, fair enough. But Darky just got himself a little, almost a second margin on Dado. And Darky actually just used two push to passes in this opening part of the restart. Dado as well used 2, so he's down to 4. And Night Pegasus.
Oh no, yeah, Night Pegasus is just fun.
So that's given Commander Cirrus back into 3rd position. So can he hold on to that 3rd? I think Dado will be happy for a 2nd position, though a victory. He will still go for it if he's got the opportunity, but this at least gets his championship rolling in the right direction. As I said earlier, he's had an 8th and a 4th in the opening part of this championship. So I'd be happy that he's in the podium position here at the moment, and I'm sure that he'll do everything he can to hold on to this.
Darky's 4 extra push to passes will help a lot.
Oh, definitely. Just in case on that last lap they're close behind. Like Dado's now only on 3 remaining. He used 1 up on that previous lap. So Sado now is out of pit lane as well.
I think he'll be going very hard to try and get the new fastest lap, although he already has the current fastest lap.
Yeah, he probably just wants a safeguard, but these guys are racing too, so they're probably not really zoned in for a fastest lap at the moment. So Sado's, I'd say, fairly safe to get that bonus point, but you never know. All these guys with the drafting as well, have been able to use the push to pass, they may be able to just squeeze out a fairly fast lap, a low 18. Maybe even get into a 17, but that's pushing back into qualifying pace. Geez, Darky takes a tight line there up into turn 5.
I think he may have lost a bit of
turn 4, I should say.
Approaching that corner.
Yeah. Okay. Doing a good job out in front though, Darky, in the 27 Honda. Darky's had a 5th and a 2nd at Long Beach, so he'll be very tough person to get this victory taken away from him. So Dado's going to have a lot of hard work if he gets close to Darky. He won't want to let this one go. With 4 laps remaining, he'll be a hard man to pass, Darky. Commander Cirrus coming up around through the into the final corner as well in 3rd position. 6 seconds, about 7 seconds off from the lead. Just did his fastest lap he's done. He's in a 19.2, so that's his fastest lap of his race. And the fastest car out on track that previous... Sado's actually done 16.926 out, so there it is, into the 16s. So he wants to make sure he gets those track record lap times up into our record books on our webpage. And he's up again in this sector, the 2nd sector. He's got the last sector to go, and he's looking pretty good. I reckon we're going to see that 16 go down a little bit further. Maybe 16.7. So Sado sent in a little bit of entertainment for the fastest lap here. A 16.592 that time around. So absolutely flying. Back up front, Dado's still keeping Darky fairly honest here.
3 laps to go.
Not giving up. 3 laps.
I wonder if Darky's just going to hold on to his push to passes until Dado gets closer.
Yeah, I think he will. I'll just, I think think Dado just used one up then. Yeah, he has. So he's got 2 remaining. So Dado's still a threat to Darky in a way. He's really pushing hard here in this part of the circuit, Dado.
Oh, there goes Dado.
Oh, he's pushed too hard.
Commander Cirrus will get into second.
Now Commander Cirrus. Here he goes. The rejoin from Dado was nice and safe. He kept down on the inside apron, so that's given Commander Cirrus. Oh, no!
Oh,
And he
whack.
smacked the wall. But he's kept the wheel, but he's lost the front wing or a side pod, I think. I think it's a side pod. But that's going to give Dado back the...
and Night Pegasus into
Night
third.
Pegasus. So Commander Cirrus has lost the front wing. So he's going to limp home in 4th. But he was up he had the time to finish 2nd there, Commander Jim, and he's blown it. I think it shocked him as he came around and he's got the bit of the wobbles going. So that's kept Dado back into 2nd position. So that was a call out for Dado. I think he's now just going to get that blood pressure back down and bring it home in 2nd.
Darky can just cruise around now and take it easy.
Yeah, he's got this lap and then the one more remaining. 10 litres of fuel remaining. So he's going to get there, no dramas with fuel. He was the driver with the less amount of fuel, but I think Dado with the amount of push to passes, no, he's still got about 12. A bit more fuel than Darky still.
Commander Cirrus is coming into pits.
Yeah, okay, so he must find it's not that very well handling to drive, but I would have stayed out if I was him, but...
yeah, we'll Sato get 4th now.
That's it. It depends how long he's in the lap of the gods now. See how long this is going to take. I wouldn't have been doing that. I would have just kept cruising around. You had a lap advantage on Sato. Now he's putting him into another position where he may just lose his position to the fast charging Sato, but he was in a 20 that last lap after we've seen that 17. 1 minute 17. So Dark Racing 40 coming around into the final corner before he takes this final lap. We're just going to keep an eye too. Commander Cirrus is up the pit lane, and Sato's actually coming around the carousel. So this is going to be very close for actually the final position as well. So Darky's on his last lap. Commander Cirrus is definitely wanting to make sure that car starts getting mobile very shortly, because Sato is now coming through the S's, and look, by the looks of things, Commander Cirrus isn't even moving yet.
Yeah, I think it's going to take him about 20 seconds to get out of pit lane too.
Definitely. So this is going to be actually Sato, because as you don't go to the
Cirrus
normal part of the
now.
circuit, he's going to lose this to Sato though. Sato's going to get this position.
Yeah, easy.
Because he doesn't have to go all the way to the end of that hairpin.
Well, it's a good thing Sato didn't sit back.
No, that's it. So there you go. So Commander Cirrus probably wishing he didn't actually go for that pit stop for repairs, but we're looking at Darky now into the chicane for the final time. For the number 27 Andretti Autosports Honda, his first victory of the season. So congratulations to Dark Racing 40.
Well done, Darky. Good
He'll be
drive.
happy with that. And the challenge has now started for the championship for sure, with Darky there taking that his first victory. Dado Racer in 2nd. Again, he'd be very happy now finding the Ed Carpenter Racing Chevrolet, and Night Pegasus coming home without the wings on the front wing. So he's had a problem, but knowing that he's got a lap over everyone, he's been able to get that final podium spot, and he'll be very happy with that too in the KVSH Racing Chevrolet, the number 11.
You know what? Sato would almost catch Night Pegasus if there was another half a lap.
Yeah, but there's a lap difference between the two. Sato was a lap down from him. So there we go. We're waiting for Night Pegasus. He's over the line. And Sato takes 4th position. And I'm sure one angry Commander Cirrus, frustrated I should say, annoyed with that decision to pit at the end, and gave that position of 4th position to Sato. So we end up having a total time of 1 hour 38 minutes. So the longest race we've had here, due to the amount of safety cars we saw. I predicted a 1 hour 15 to 1 hour 20 race here. But Dark Racing 40 came out on top for Andretti Autosport, P1, with Dado Racer in second for Ed Carpenter Racing. And then Night Pegasus, so well deserved. Well, we had a nice, just a level head sort of drive in the number 11 KVSH Racing Chevrolet. So nice third position for him. Sato with the fastest lap of 1:16.592, unbelievable lap. Gave it all, and lucky he did that, as you said, Commander Jim, because that has given him that fourth position after Commander Series, unfortunately. Got as high as second with about 3 or 4 laps to go, but then found himself into the wall and elected to pit for that light front end damage, and that's cost him that fourth position, which brings him into the 5th position. So still not too bad for the P51 SimSport team to grab a 5th. And as you can see, unfortunately there, Commander Jim retiring on the first lap after having a problem up into turn 2 and running wide into the wall. So I've been your host, Woody Lizard, for ANZCRL Combined Racing League for round 3 of the IndyCar Championship. And look forward to seeing you all at Texas next weekend for our first run around the oval for 2022. So enjoy your week. Thanks, Commander Jim, for your help.
No worries.
And unlucky for your early retirement, mate. But I'm sure you'll be back stronger at Texas, and we may just see the the Pertec team, the Team Murray, up there fighting for a victory around the oval at Texas.
Hopefully.
So, okay. So until next weekend, we'll see you then. Have a good week. See you, everyone.